What's up, folks? I just got a quick update here for you. I'm working on the waste oil burner here. I've got a vacuum cleaner motor hooked up to a series of pipes blowing into a food can. Inside here is some rock wool. The whole thing is there's a little bit of oil at the bottom, and I'm using this as a wick. So the air enters and it burns. It's burning quite well. There's a little smoke. It's not bad. You know, you want to vent this outside. This isn't something to run indoors. I've got the fuel line here. A waste oil and diesel mix is in the tin can here, supported by a microwave frame. The way that it comes in, this angle is very important. It has to be adjusted, and as you see later, once the fuel burns down, it starts to actually burn the wick, and it will start to smoke a lot more. And I've got a fuel supply coming in, but it's definitely not enough. So I've got to separate that. The fuel supply is gonna, in the next version, will be separate. It will come in from the side. I'm not gonna rely on vaporizing. You know, I thought about it. I could probably pack a aluminum can full of rock wool, soak it in oil, and just hook up this nozzle to it and have a sort of disposable cartridge, you know, something like that. I don't know. That's crazy thinking. But as you can see, you know, it's running pretty good. I've got some images coming up here in a moment. Let's go ahead and skip through here. Oh yeah, so this is running full bore. We've got some condensate coming out. I don't know, I'm not sure what exactly this composition is. Is there more water? Is there more oil? Yeah, it's not going in the burn chamber. So here in a moment, I will set up a collection tin to try and capture it, just to not make quite such a mess. The entire system is running off of a pulse width modulation controller, but mainly it just kind of sits. Rarely adjusts that. You can see the vapor, or the water droplets coming out. This is what came out in the collection tin. It's not pure water. There's definitely something that I didn't want burned. There's my fuel tank. And here we are to the pictures where it's not going to load properly. This is the rock wool after it was burned. It's very heavily charred, almost nothing left. There's nothing left in the oil reservoir. I was clearly starving it of fuel. Here's another view of the rock wool, how it was packed in the tube. I drained the fuel out because it was leaking after I had shut everything down. Here's an image of the burn chamber. You can see that pencil cup I mentioned, and just another food tin, some stainless steel tubing, another angle. The air comes down, kind of swirls around in here. The primary motor attached with a food tin, and a rubber coupling here to the side. I cut a hole in it. Some fiberglass um, sort of strip tape. I don't know what you want to call it. Um, it came with one of my diesel heaters in the accessory package, and so I've just kind of been using that along with everything else. With my prototypes here, I started the burner with a cotton ball soaked in 91% isopropyl, and that worked pretty well. Here's one of the tins that I dumped into the main fuel chamber. This was just pure waste oil junk. Um, yeah, just garbage. Another angle of the rock wool, you can see how it burned away. I mean, there was probably 50% of the volume and 10% of the mass. I mean, this is just ash. You touch it and it crumbles. So, you know, definitely need a lot more fuel going in, or just sacrifice the wick. Rock wool's cheap, so you know it could be done. It's a thought. But that's all I have for you. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested in watching seeing any more updates. And check out the description for links to other channels that are probably a lot more well put together than mine. I'm just tinkering around a bit. Maybe I'll get a little bit better with the editing. Who knows? Cheers. See you next time.